So the Lord of heaven and earth commanded us not to do it, and we do it anyway. You know that demons have fear of the Lord, but the Negro don't?
Bring it up.
That's scary. That is so scary. We do it because it's fun? No. God say, don't do it.
I want the nation bowing down to me and make them crown the king. Glory and sound to me, release like Jubilee. The end of poverty, angelic body me. If I leave my throne, you gonna see a different side of me. This prophecy, this prophecy.
Off on the planet. I'm about to show you something. Read that.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
I have said, ye are God.
Ye are who?
Ye are God.
So God is talking to the Israelites. The Israelites right here, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, God is talking to them. He says that you are gods.
Right.
But what happens?
And all of you are children of the Most High.
So if we're children of a God, that inherently makes us who? A God, right? Read.
But ye shall die like men.
Why?
And fall like one of the princes.
We die like men, you know why, Paris? Because of sin. If you don't follow a God-given law, of course you're going to die like a mortal.
Bring it
up. You're following the law of a God.
Right.
So thou shalt not kill is actually a God-given law.
Right.
You see that? So if you then start to follow that law, put away those cigarettes, now you know who you're showing love to? What? Who else? Yourself.
Right.
Yourself. So if you can show love to yourself, who else can you show love to? Anybody.
Bring it
That's
up.
right.
And anybody in your nation. Because you look at yourself at a higher priority now. Your standards are risen. You're like, no, I ain't gonna kill myself.
Right.
Like, think about it. It's a lot of us. We losing weight. Because we understand that obesity runs rampant in our community.
Bring it up.
We understand that. So we're trying to be those examples to be like, you know what? I was once this weight, now I dropped down. Now I'm obesity. Now I can be an example to another brother that's trying to fight the same thing.
Right.
And you live longer, Paris. So with that, you ain't gonna live long. Let's say you live another 30 years. But it's gonna be painful. You can't walk as fast. You can't jog because your lungs are gone.
Right.
So when is Paris gonna say, you know what? I need to return to my God-given duty and start keeping God's law and stop killing myself? When is Paris gonna do that?
I ain't gonna lie, gang. It ain't gonna be today, but I'ma work on it.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that, Paris.
Today, but I'll work on it.
As long as you work on it, I'll take that. Because you know what working on it means? You're denying that right there.
All right.
You're gonna have to. Because you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, man, it's killing me.
Right.
And even on the package, it says, first warning you that it's gonna put you to death. Alright? Read that.
I gotta head in work, fellas.
Alright, let me give you one more scripture. 1 Corinthians 3 again. I want you to really get this ingrained, Paris. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
Read.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
So if your temple is supposed to be holy, meaning set apart, that means that you have to treat it a special type of way.
Right.
In that special way, Paris, you must return back to God's commandments. Give me that Deuteronomy 14:2 before Paris leaves. Deuteronomy 14:2. A special type of way. We got special laws, special commandments for our people only. And we need it. There's too much death going on in Bessemer. Way too much death. We got to start with self and then radiate that love within our neighbor out in Bessemer. Does that make sense? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art a holy people.
See that? You are holy. You're set apart for God. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Read.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
God has chosen you, Paris, to be peculiar. That means special. Above everybody else on the face of the earth. All your brothers are special on this planet.
Right.
All the other nations outside of these nations, they're beneath you.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord.
Right.
Read.
A peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth.
You see that? We're supposed to be special, peculiar, different.
Right.
That's why we move different.
Right.
We create everything on this earth.
Right.
Everybody goes to our rhythm, even though we're in captivity.
Right.
And still follow our
Bring it out.
That just shows you how much influence and power we got there. So why not put that influence back into God's kingdom?
Right.
See what I'm saying? All right, so parents, Lord's will, hey, we meet again. Lord's will, you get rid of that one. Because I want to see you again, bro. I want to see you.
I got you.
All right? All right then, sir. All right, give me that again. Give me that again. Deuteronomy 14:2. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are holy according to God.
Right.
This is... This is thus saith the Lord. This is not my own opinion.
Bring it up.
This is not our memoirs. We're reading out the Holy Bible to show that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are special unto God.
Right. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
God has chosen us to represent him on this earth.
Right.
And he has chosen us to be peculiar, meaning special unto himself. Read.
Above all nations.
No, equal to.
Above all nations that are upon the earth.
You see that? Equality is beneath the nation of Israel.
Right.
Equality is beneath the black man, the Hispanic man, the Native American man. Equality is not in our sights. We're not trying to shoot for equality. We're trying to shoot for rulership.
That's right.
That we're meant to rule. We're not meant to follow commands under another ruling nation outside of our own.
Right.
Can you read it?
Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which you shall eat, the ox, the sheep, and the goat.
So going into the simple things, for us to even rule this earth, we must rule our bodies first.
Right.
Some of us, we be eating pig feet, hog maw,
Bring it up.
shrimp, crab, lobster,
Bring it up.
especially around these holidays.
Right.
And the reason I'm saying it's a holiday is because God did not institute Christmas
Bring
for
it
us
up.
to celebrate. God instituted the Feast of Dedication for us to celebrate. Actually, give me that Jeremiah 10 and 1. Brother, the point, I know we can get the gray sweater. Brother in the gray. Brother in the gray. Read that, Jeremiah 10.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So God is planning to us, learn not the ways of the heathen. So that means what comes after is a custom of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So the signs of heaven is the sun, the moon, the stars.
Right.
The heathen are dismayed, meaning they fear the sun and the moon and the stars to worship them.
Right.
God is telling us not to get into that. The horoscopes, the lunar eclipses and all that stuff. He's telling us not to get into that. Read.
For the causes of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
So bro, do you hear what we're bringing out? Okay, I want you to hear, because we are going to get into your nationality. According to this, we made this based off of Genesis, the 49th chapter, and Deuteronomy 33. Right? So the nation of Israel was already plotted in the last days where they was going to be. And God has a roadmap in those two chapters I just named. Again, Genesis 49, Deuteronomy 33. It's a roadmap of where we was going to be in these days today, on the western hemisphere of the earth, right? Now, with that said, God commanded us something. Read that again.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So God commanded these people not to be dismayed at the heavens. This may mean to worship or to rely on in reverence. Going to horoscopes, like my sister right here. Have you ever heard any conversations at work? They say Scorpios and Pisces, this, that, and the third, right? Yeah. Did you know God said we're not supposed to get into that? Yeah. But why are we? That is crazy. So the Lord of heaven and earth commanded us not to do it, and we do it anyway. You know that demons have fear of the Lord, but the Negro don't?
Bring it up.
That's scary. That is so scary. We do it because it's fun? No. God said, don't do it. He's going to tell you why. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
You learned it from the heathen.
Bring it out.
You know the heathen that's ruling over this race right now? His name is Esau.
Bring it up.
His today name, his today alias is the Caucasian race.
Right.
He taught you about horoscopes, Scorpio, and Pisces, Cancer, and all that stuff.
Right.
But let's see what the Lord said.
For the customs of the people are vain.
They're vain, they don't amount to nothing.
Right.
They're a waste of time. Read.
For one cut a tree out of the forest.
Here's another custom. One cutting a tree out of the forest.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
So after they cut this tree out of the forest, they then decorate this tree with silver and gold.
Bring it up.
This is a custom that the heathen do. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
So when you fasten something, that means you put it in a stand, you screw it down so it don't move. What custom do our people do today that is reminiscent to that?
Bring it out.
Let's repeat it for my brother and my sister. Read it.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Read.
For one cutting a tree out of the forest.
All right.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
So he's hacking it down, chopping it down, or sawing it down, right? Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They decorate this tree with silver and gold. What custom is that today? Sis, I see it. What is it? What is it? I saw the idea. I saw it. It hit your brain. What is it? Remember, the people are vain. They cut this tree down. They decorate it with silver, gold, ornaments, things of that nature, right? Then they have something called a tree stand.
Right.
That you screw a nail at the base of the tree stand to fasten that tree so it stands upright.
Bring it up.
What custom is that? You know, my sister. I see your trains moving.
Go ahead,
I
sis.
see it. Come on, sis.
You know it, sis.
You got it. Oh my gosh, you got to go. Don't run from it. What is it? What custom is that today? Because you see what I'm showing you? This is Jeremiah. You know what time period this was? Babylon. So that means that this custom of ancient Babylon is being practiced in America today.
That's right.
And God say, do not do this custom.
Right.
What custom is that? It's called Christmas.
Bring it up.
I'm showing you Christmas is in the Bible and God commands us not to do it.
Right.
And let's keep reading why. Read.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
So at that time they used a palm tree. Now Esau, or the so-called white man, instituted an evergreen tree.
Bring it up.
Why? Because the tree lives on forever. That's the point. But it's going to symbolize who it represents. Read.
They must needs to be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them.
So it says they must be born, meaning carried, because they cannot go. It was a custom back then. They thought that the tree was alive because it was the spirit of Tammuz, which is Nimrod's son, is in the tree.
Right.
And if you did not sacrifice presents unto the tree would then move and kill people. That was the custom back then. So wait a minute. Let's bring it back up to today. So you're telling me the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been tricked by this man here. Oh, so was we doing this in Africa? Who introduced that custom outside of him? You tell me. You tell me.
The white man made the custom by Christmas.
And that's what you said.
Yeah. I know.
Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Don't fight the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, my brother. The truth hurts, my sister. But we got to heal.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example.